I play a fiddle. Not a violin, a fiddle.
There is a definite difference between a violin and a fiddle. A violin is an instrument you use to play classical music, and a fiddle is an instrument to play hee-haw.
There's no difference in size or anything. It's just the type of music you play.
Well, when the kids ask me that at school, I play a classical piece and then I play a fiddle piece, and it's the same instrument, it's how you play it.
The Fiddlers started in 1975, but none of us were part of it at that time. One fellow is still alive in Quesnel, but he's the only surviving member of that original group. We were supposed to have our 50th contest in 2018, well, a few years ago, and then we got shut out with COVID and various things. So we've been going a long time. Fiddlers have to play a waltz, a jig, and a reel, and they're judged by 3 judges, different categories. I think we've got 6 different categories, from little junior right through to seniors, and from advanced to beginner sort of thing. There's the provincial body, and there's 8 or 10 groups through the province. Quesnel is number 3. Prince George was number 1. They were the first.
They're, I think, one of the longest running associations in Quesnel is the Old Time Fiddlers. So yeah, they have been around for a very long time and contributing everywhere, right? We're pretty lucky. We're pretty lucky to be able to keep it going, and it just shows that people really like it. You know what, I would like to say it's funner music, more, you know, like it's got all sorts of twists into it, but you know, classical music is just as fun as well. It's just that here, we're in the Cariboo. We have fiddles, we have guitars, we have tradition, we got the cowboys, we play for weddings and funerals and whatever, and this is music that everybody will listen to, remember, and yeah, they kind of go, oh yeah, you played at this. I remember seeing you at this.
For me, it's old-time fiddle tunes that, like you say, come back from generations of old-time fiddlers. I watched the Tommy Hunter show, and Al Cherney was my hero. This one here is my brother-in-law's fiddle, and it's 110, 15 years old, and it comes down from his generations of fiddle players from Quebec. Al Cherney was the guy that I learned it from, but it's come down from generations, and lots of people have different, like you say, Celtic kind and the Aboriginal kind, you know, like we play a lot of Métis songs and stuff like that. So different people brought different tunes to the situation.
It is the music of Canada, because we, like bluegrass is American, and fiddle music was brought over mainly from Europe. And people brought their fiddles, and because they were so portable. The Aboriginal people picked it up because it was so easy for portable again, and a lot of people made their own fiddles, and they only need 4 strings and a bow. So
the tradition, well, the tradition is evolving. So we do keep our core pieces. Like, I like teaching what we have, you know, in our area, and then, you know, across Canada, because when you get together with fiddle players, there's like core tunes that we all sort of know, like Maple Sugar is like the anthem, like from across Canada. So that's the important part. But from that, then you can digress and change it up. Sometimes we play like Out the Buckhorn Way, which was written in Prince George, but that has traveled to Scotland. So it came from us and went over there. And that piece was written, I think, like, let's say in the 50s, but now they're playing it over there, slightly different. And then sometimes you hear it on the coast here, which is really, really fast. So it does travel, yeah, oral tradition, and the internet has changed everything, right? Like, now you can learn from everywhere, and you don't have to just hear it from another fiddler or learn from another fiddler.
When I first started, we had that dance floor. It was totally full. There must have been 50, 60 people there. But at the end of our dances, we had about only maybe 4 or 5 couples coming is why we had to quit, because we just couldn't afford renting the hall and stuff anymore, which is really sad because it's an art form that's going away. Like, so when we put on a fiddle camp usually in July. But at the fiddle camp, there's no computers, no phones, no nothing. And every night there's a fiddle, like we all get up there who wants to play in the band. We play, and they do square dancing and stuff like that, old time dancing, and I can call square dancing and stuff, so it's kind of fun. As the younger kids come out, because we have probably 100 young people playing our kind of music, it helps to bring back, and they have a blast doing the square dancing. I remember as I was a kid, they used to have square dancing in grade school and stuff, and the kids loved it. But I'm an old farmer, and I haven't been able to get to town to teach them kids how to do that. But I'd like to do that in my retirement years. Who knows?
We would like to have our fiddle camp again. We have I think the longest running fiddle camp in Canada. It's pretty big, and we're looking at running that again this summer at the end of July. I think this is 27, if I'm not wrong. Jean can tell you, because she was on the organizing committee, and she was at the first one, and I was at the first one. But one of the other people that was there was Bob Montgomery, who was like 8-time BC champion. So, you know, he's passed away, but some amazing people have been involved in our camps, and Daniel Lapp is like one, and he was there at the first one teaching, and he's still involved. And he was one of the guys that played for the Olympic opening ceremonies. So yeah, it's pretty cool, the people that everybody gets to meet and work with.
I really enjoyed Jim Reeves when I was growing up, and there was a lot of fiddle in Jim Reeves' music. So when I had the opportunity to try fiddle, actually my daughter took lessons first, and she brought it home, and I thought, oh, that's kind of fun, let me try it. And I did, and I play guitar, so it was very similar to a guitar and very easy to pick up. So I got into fiddle, and then I've been playing it ever since. It was about 15 years ago. It is so much fun. I just absolutely love all kinds of fiddle music. I just like music, it bends my brain.
These songs that they're playing right now, we've played for years, 15 years, so that's why they can play them so well, because we know them. A few of our members still use paper, but a lot of us, we don't. Once we learn the tune, then it's up in the old brain there, so. But we just like playing. We've played at Billy Barker Days. We've played at the Legion. Legion is usually where we had our dances.
We do get-togethers. We do lessons all together, and then sometimes if somebody wants to work on a tune or get a part down, then we can work individually, or we just take time out as a group and slow it down and learn something. Otherwise, I teach at fiddle camps as well. But if you can hear it in your head, you can generally get it to your fingers. The hard part is hearing it in your head, and then it just takes that little bit of work to get going. So some people want to learn it by ear right away, so they don't have to go through the pain of trying to memorize. Some people read a code, so it's like a string letter and then a number, And then there's others that read the actual music. And then some just want to see the rhythm. So that helps us all align up. But whenever I'm teaching, I hand out music for everyone. And then that way they also have like chords. So if you have a backup person that wants to play with you, they can play with you as well. So there's like the 3 different ways that we're learning it. But in the end, when we go out and play, most of the time it is memorized. Well, that's because when you go outside, the wind blows it away. Like,
Nobody in my family plays any musical instruments at all. I play guitar and fiddle both, and I do singing. I do a lot of vocal stuff, and I try to sing in different languages if I can. I spend a lot of time on YouTube looking at foreign artists singing in different languages like German and French. Actually, last Thursday, which was St. Patrick's Day, was the first time we performed in 2.5 years together. And then today is the next time we performed outside.
COVID has probably drawn us a lot closer because even though we can't go out and play, when we can get together, it's really important. So we were getting together in a park. We were getting together outside till it was too cold to play in a covered carport. You know, and then we shut down for a while, and then we couldn't wait till, oh, okay, we can get together outside again because it's thawed out enough, or wherever it was. And then some people couldn't come, and some people still can't come because they have someone that's compromised at home or they're compromised. See, these guys we can play every week, and that's the way that I've tended to go. And I think it's probably a release because when I'm teaching at school, it's more note driven, it's more pop or typical band music or whatever we're covering in guitar. So here I get to do something else that's different, right?
Well, I'll tell you another story. I went down Quesnel there at the Four Corners, and I was just playing, having fun, you know, because I was waiting for these guys to get there. And these little kids started coming throwing money at me. I didn't freaking want any money, but they brought money. And these 2 little girls brought 2 dimes. And thank you, I'll take the dime. Playing my tune. But see, anybody can do it. And then I had a bunch of change in my pocket, and I showed my kids, see, you can make money if you learn how to play the fiddle. The streets of Quesnel.
Everybody has a good time. We all have fun. We invite everybody come and join us. We need more people. We need more people than fiddle. It's an amazing instrument. Once you've played, you will absolutely love it.